This college football season is a disjointed puzzle, to say the least. Any glimpse of a silver lining is to be celebrated. And with that in mind, how about the job Sam Pittman has already done at Arkansas? They had lost to Colorado State, North Texas, and San Jose State more recently than they had beaten any SEC team when he got there. But already, they've got a couple SEC wins as they enjoy their bye this week. Beat number 16 Mississippi State, which snapped a 20-game losing streak in conference. Just think how much crap you got to take in that conference if you lose 20 straight. That ended the sixth longest losing streak in conference play in SEC history. The two wins matched the season total from all of last year when they went 2-10. Both have come in conference play. Over the past 3 seasons, Arkansas was 1-23 in conference play. The defense, full of game changers. They picked off 6 passes last week against Ole Miss, the most in a game in over 15 years. They already lead all FBS teams with 10 picks this year, the most by any SEC team through 4 games since 2013. Now, the resume, Coach Pittman, it's not unusual in this profession. This is sort of what it takes. But he has been all over, starting in Princeton High School in Missouri in '87, includes stops at Cincinnati, Oklahoma. Along the way, 13 different schools, mostly as an assistant, as an O-line coach as well. And now he has his first FBS head coaching job with the Hawks. I'm happy to welcome Sam Pittman to the show, the Arkansas head football coach. Sam, I have been wanting to talk to you since you guys ended that SEC losing streak. And you guys have since won again. And frankly, it could have been another win down there. I don't want to get you in trouble with the SEC about the game down in the Plains. Yeah. So just big picture, already 2 wins, and it feels like the entire trajectory of this program is in a different place. How do you describe the sense of optimism around your program?
Well, you know, our Razorback fans needed this, to be honest with you. They wanted it so bad, and, you know, there's not any pro sports in the area, so they're so excited. And it was just a blessing for us to be able to, our kids go out there and play really hard, and coaches did a nice job of getting them prepared, and it was so much fun, both at Mississippi State and, of course, last week versus Ole Miss.
You know how I know things are heading in the right direction, Sam? Your fans are squabbling on the internet, mad at people that aren't giving them enough credit, which is a much better place than to be complaining about not getting anybody any attention at all. Like, now I feel like everybody is going to have those irrational expectations. You're going to have to manage those now, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. You know, we're just trying to take it one game at a time, and you know, it's a 10-game SEC schedule. I mean, we only have LSU and Alabama and,
yeah.
and Florida and, you know, and Texas A&M left, you know, and, of course, Tennessee and Missouri. I mean, you can't get the big head around here because the next week someone's really, really good you have to play.
Sam, I have often said that the job of the new coach in many respects is easy as far as the press conference is concerned. I could do that. I'm going to show up and tell you we're going to fly to the football. We're going to play fast. We're going to make you proud of us all week, and then we're going to go out and try to make you prouder on Saturday. I can say all the catchphrases. But you have done the thing that matters. You've gotten the young men in your room to believe and to play for each other and for you and the school. What has been the most important message that you've sold them?
Just being real. You know, I'm not a cliche guy. I'm not smart enough to have a good cliche. You know, to be honest with you, I speak from the heart, and I mean what I say, and I do what I say. And we talked about a piece of paper, and when we put it on a piece of paper, we're going to do it, whether it be good, bad, whatever. We're going to do whatever we put on a piece of paper, and the kids understand that, and they just needed somebody to believe in them and trust them and motivate them and show them that we cared about them. And I really have a really good staff of communicators, and really proud of our staff and of course, our players.
Coach, through the years, I have shown resumes of the people in your profession, and it's remarkable what you guys go through. I just moved back home to Maryland, where I'm from. I hope I never have to move again. And I look at your resume, and my gosh, you've been all over. And I just wonder, Sam, does it feel like for you that you are home, that this is a place where you can unpack boxes and just, as my grandma used to say, sit a spell?
you know, this statement's probably going to cost me a little bit of money one of these days, but this is it for me. I'm not interested in any other program. Arkansas is truly the greatest program in America to me. I grew up 75 miles from here. I have a lake home on Lake Hamilton in Hot Springs. My wife's from Pittsburgh, Kansas, and we're home, and this is where we want to be, and this is be my last job.
I have a feeling some Arkansas fans out there might hear that and say, yes, sir. How did that become your thing? Forgive my ignorance, but I used to see when you'd get a recruit where you were back in Georgia. How'd that become a thing?
I did. One of the recruiting guys came in. He said, you got to do your yes, sir. And I said, I'm not going to do that. That looks stupid, you know. I'm not going to do that. And so he taught me into it, and I did it. And then it caught on with the Georgia fans. And then so every time we'd get a big-time offensive line recruit, I'd put some stupid video out, and yes, sir. The kids liked it, you know. Some of the fans thought I was a weirdo and all that, which, you know, I get it. But the kids liked it, and as long as they liked it, I'd yes, sir, until they, you know, didn't like it. So that's where it started, and then it came here, obviously, at Arkansas.
Hey, listen, we got to do stupid things to get those 4- or 5-star kids because they're difference makers. But I mean it sincerely, Sam. I'm really excited to see a guy get a chance and have it so quickly. Have the kind of results that you've had. I know that schedule's tough, but wherever it goes from here the rest of this year and beyond, I wish you continued success down there at Arkansas. And thanks for spending some time with us here on SportsCenter, all right?
I'll tell you this. I sure am thankful that you spent time with me and allowed me to be on your show. Thank you much.
That was fun right there.